God's chosen ones, arise and claim your throne. Let no shadow silence the light within. You are finally stepping into the throne that was destined for you, your rightful place given to you by birth and purpose. This is not just a moment of realization, but a profound awakening of the power that has always been within you. Throughout your journey, there have been those who sensed this potential and, out of fear or envy, sought to restrain you. They tried to hold you back, control your direction, or divert you from your true calling. Yet their efforts were futile, for a new era is dawning, one where you set the rules, guided not by others, but by a divine purpose that resonates deeply within your soul. Leadership is not something you need to justify or explain. It flows naturally from who you are. This is the essence of your identity. You may have walked quietly, perhaps doubting your authority, but deep down you've always held a unique, unshakable strength. It is only now, as you rise to claim your place, that you recognize the magnitude of your calling. In 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9, it reminds us, "But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession." This verse speaks to the royalty within you, a royalty that was bestowed, not earned, and cannot be taken away. As you activate this inner energy, ask yourself, what will it mean to step into this role with courage? How will you lead when you no longer seek approval but instead walk with divine authority? If you're ready to embrace this calling fully, type 77 in the comments, an active affirmation that you accept the path laid before you. Now that you stand at the threshold of your divine purpose, consider what it truly means to be entrusted with this role. How will you wield this newfound authority, and what challenges lie ahead as you claim the throne that others have tried to deny you? In the journey that follows, we'll explore the steps to fully embrace this path, overcoming any obstacles with the wisdom and strength that have always been within you. God's chosen ones, God has granted your throne. Take it. You are not a follower, but a spirit. There were those who thought they could mold your spirit to fit their own ambitions, using your unique energy to fuel their plans or manipulating you as a piece in their intricate schemes. Yet they gravely misunderstood the essence of who you are. They believed they could shape you to their desires, blind to the truth that you are not a follower but a spirit on a journey entirely your own. Untamable, self-determined, and divinely guided. They tried to confine your vast potential, thinking they could fit you into a carefully crafted frame, reducing your brilliance to a manageable form. But how could they possibly contain a force created by God Himself? Your path is expansive, reaching beyond any map they could conceive, and your purpose is too multifaceted, too complex, to be funneled into a single limited vision. They tried to box you in, to hold you in a place that suited their needs, hoping to make you a part of their system, an asset for their goals. What they failed to grasp is that you had already transcended any line they could draw. In Isaiah chapter 54 verse 17, we are reminded, "No weapon forged against you will prevail. Indeed, no attempt to limit your purpose can succeed. Your energy is boundless, designed to soar, not to shrink under the constraints set by others. You are not born to bend or yield to the needs of others. Your strength is a gift, a unique force meant to fulfill a purpose only you can achieve." They may have tried to position you as a pawn on their game board, but you've risen far above, rendering their plans insignificant. You're not just another piece in someone else's game. You're a force of nature, guided by a power beyond earthly control. Their attempts to manipulate and steer you were blind to the greatness that defines you. You are, in every sense, a revolution in motion, a strength that no one can harness or tame. As you step into this realization, know that their limits, however rigidly imposed, are powerless to hold you back. They cannot shape you, confine you, or claim any part of you that you do not freely give. Now, with all reins firmly in your hands, you stride forward, forging a path entirely your own. Joshua, chapter 1 verse 9 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Let this be your anchor as you continue. The path ahead is yours alone, and with each step, you honor the divine calling that no one else can fulfill. There is freedom for where the Spirit of the Lord is. There is freedom, as stated in 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 17. This freedom isn't just a release from external limitations, it's a divine liberation that empowers you to walk forward with unshakable confidence and purpose. When God's Spirit resides within you, no force on earth can limit your steps. You're guided by a power far greater than any human boundary, and with this truth, you stride forward, fully aware of the inner strength that fuels your journey. If you're ready to embrace this divine guidance wholeheartedly, type 111 in the comments and declare, "I accept." As you reflect on this verse, take a moment to recognize how profoundly it speaks to your life. So often, those who seek control over others do so from their own fears and insecurities, unaware of the constraints they're building around themselves. They set boundaries, thinking they can contain your light, unaware that their attempts are futile. In Psalm chapter 18 verse 29, we find assurance in the words, "With your help I can advance against a troop. With my God I can scale a wall." Every limitation they try to impose only strengthens your resolve to break free and grow beyond their narrow view. The irony is that in their attempts to confine you, they missed the quiet, resilient growth taking place within, like deep roots stretching ever stronger beneath the soil. Your spirit has been developing, unseen. The weight of their expectations and pressure has only refined your inner resilience, shaping you into a person of indomitable strength. Those who believed they held power over you failed to see that your endurance was transforming you, fortifying your spirit, deepening your faith, and strengthening your core. When false power inevitably crumbles, it is the true qualities of will, patience, and resilience that rise to the surface, much like a seed pushing through the soil after surviving the weight above it. They tried to cast their shadows upon you, hoping you would be lost in darkness, but every attempt only made your light shine brighter. Their efforts to make you fall became opportunities for you to learn how to rise. In Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31, we're reminded, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." Every step has reinforced who you truly are. Each obstacle was not a barrier but a tool that expanded your power, strengthening your resolve and reminding you of the divine purpose within you. Reflect on these words, knowing that what lies ahead is not just a path to walk, but a calling to fulfill. Those who sought to restrain you may never understand, but you know your true strength, guided by the Spirit, is boundless and ready to overcome every challenge. Even as they tried to pull you into their shadowy schemes, you held firmly onto your own light, never letting it dim under their attempts to control. They thought they could break you, but instead, every maneuver they used only made you stronger. While they displayed a false sense of superiority, basking in the illusion of power, you were discovering the quiet, unshakable strength deep within you. They watched you through veils of their own deception, never grasping the depth of resilience rooted in your soul. Even the beat of your heart, steady and unyielding, silently defied their designs, highlighting the frailty of their so-called power. With each misstep, as they faltered in focus, your determination sharpened, melting away the false control they believed they held. Their outward displays of authority and rules never resonated with the boundless force within you. They tried to contain you, But your true worth, a potential that surpasses their narrow confines, has always been greater than any limitations they could impose. In Philippians chapter 4 verse 13, it is written, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me," reminding us that true power comes from a divine source, unbreakable and eternal. Every ounce of pressure they exerted only brought you closer to your truth. Ironically, those who sought to test their strength by challenging you became the very instruments of your rebirth. Day by day, through every obstacle you grew, drawing strength from the core of your being. This game they crafted, meant to hold you down, unknowingly prepared you for a greatness they couldn't fathom. Like Job, who faced trials that ultimately revealed his enduring faith, you too have been tested and found unshakable. They could not see the hidden potential within you, blinded by their illusions as they tried to bind you in their limited reality. Every challenge, every attempt to confine you, became a stepping stone in your journey toward renewal. This period of rooting deep within was quietly nourishing you, preparing you for what lies ahead. When they sought to flaunt their strength, you tapped into an endless divine source within. Psalm chapter 27 verse 1 reminds us, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear?" Truly, with God as your foundation, their traps became powerless. When they thought they'd locked you in a state of helplessness, it was their own weakness that was revealed. With every barrier they tried to place before you, your inner light only grew brighter, illuminating the path forward. What they saw as strength was hollow, while your endurance became a beacon. You are not just emerging from this experience unchanged, you are rising from it transformed, standing firmly in the truth of who you were always meant to be. Your journey has transformed. This journey has been one of profound discovery, a path that has tested your resilience and revealed the depths of your true potential. While they sought to impose limits, attempting to confine you within the narrow walls of their expectations, you are quietly preparing to break free from every restriction. Your strength was not built in grand gestures, but in quiet persistence. Behind each perceived setback was a spirit of triumph. Each challenge became a stepping stone that propelled you forward, further than even you may have anticipated. Ironically, their efforts became a guide, leading you step by step toward a profound awakening. They pushed against you with all their might, yet with every push, you grew deeper, more resilient roots, preparing for a season of undeniable growth. Now, those who once underestimated you must recognize that each boundary they placed was ultimately a tool for your transformation. As you ventured to explore the edges of your own reality, the truth of their fears began to emerge. They had cast shadows over you, hoping to keep your light contained, driven by the silent recognition of your courage and strength. Even before you fully realized it yourself, they sought to surround you with invisible walls, thinking they could hold you back from your potential. But they overlooked one crucial truth. These walls could slow you down perhaps, but they could never stop you. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10 offers encouragement here, reminding us, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you." The power that guides you is greater than any man-made barrier. Your faith has been your shield and your strength. You were destined to transcend every limit set before you, and now you see that their plans have become the very tools that forged your inner strength. Like Joseph, who was betrayed by his own brothers, but ultimately rose to a position of greatness, you too have been tested by those who sought to contain you. Just as Joseph's trials led to his triumph, your journey has transformed each obstacle into a foundation for greatness. The walls they built became opportunities for you to dig deeper, to recognize the vast potential within, and to grow beyond their limited understanding. Now, standing at the threshold of this new chapter, you realize that what once appeared as setbacks were, in truth, essential steps in your journey. Each limitation became a lesson, each challenge a means of strengthening your spirit, refining your resolve. You have emerged from their shadow, not only unbroken but illuminated, ready to step into a destiny that no one can confine. In the end, their attempts to contain you only amplified the strength within, proving that true resilience can never be caged. Now, you've arrived at a place of clarity, recognizing that every barrier they set was simply a delay, a temporary obstacle that could never truly contain you. Have you ever wondered how often these attempts at control, these outdated molds, actually strengthened your resolve rather than breaking it? You've reclaimed your strength, redefined your boundaries, and now stand outside the narrow frames they once tried to impose upon you. Those who underestimated you, believing they could hold you back, failed to realize that each challenge only made you more resilient. As they face the reality of your newfound strength, can they see their own weaknesses reflected back? As time passed, they were forced to confront the undeniable truth. Your path forward was being carved by a will far stronger than anything they had expected. What would it mean if every attempt to limit you only fueled your inner drive? Each challenge became a source of energy, feeding the fire within you and deepening your determination. Now, you walk no longer under the shadow of their fears, but with the illuminating light of your own freedom. Can you feel the weight lifted, the sense of true liberation that comes from moving forward unburdened? Your time to rise, this unexpected liberation, has unlocked the birth of your true potential, a potential that perhaps even you are just beginning to fully understand. Imagine the fear it must strike in those who sought to hold you back. Their carefully crafted boundaries, restrictions, and manipulations are now powerless, withering in the light of your strength. Do you sense the shift? The moment when their influence fell away, leaving only the clarity and freedom to follow your own path. This is your time to rise, unshaken and unstoppable, stepping into the destiny that was always meant to be yours. On a new plane of existence, you are now carving out a path that belongs solely to you. The structure they once built, looking down on you, filled with their judgments and constraints, can now only bear witness to your rise. Can you feel the strength in knowing their grip has slipped away, that their influence has faded? A new chapter of your reality is opened, one where their old methods, bound by outdated beliefs, have no place. While they clung tightly to the past, you were busy shaping a new truth for yourself, a truth where your inner voice, once quiet, now resonates loudly with a powerful echo of freedom. Have you noticed how this voice within you grows bolder, reaching beyond every limit they once imposed? This journey isn't simply about surpassing the boundaries of those who tried to keep you small. It's about grounding yourself in a strength that runs deeper than any external limits. Can you see it now? The realization that the control they thought they held was nothing more than an illusion? While they hid behind that illusion, you were carving your own path, gaining fresh perspective, shedding layers of doubt. Has their illusion crumbled in your mind as you recognize the freedom that has become your greatest asset? Your liberation has become their greatest fear. With every step you take, they must confront a reality they never anticipated. The walls they tried to build around you are gone, and you are rising beyond their reach. Does it empower you to know that your journey has only just begun, that every step forward reveals even more of your potential? Now, with each stride, you're moving closer to a life crafted by your own hands, in your own truth, unbounded by any limitations they once tried to impose. This journey has sparked a deep awakening, not only within you but also for those who have been watching from the sidelines. You are no longer a stranger to yourself. Instead, you have come to know the profound power that lies within. Have you ever felt that realization when suddenly your inner strength becomes undeniably clear? Your rise has surpassed their limited view, reaching into a well of strength they never fully understood. It was a power resilient enough to break through every barrier they constructed, and as soon as you embraced this truth, their plans and schemes faded into the past. Now each step you take is filled with purpose, grounded in a strength that is uniquely yours. God has called us out of darkness into His wonderful light, as stated in 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. This divine light now illuminates your path, guiding you forward, and no one's limitations can hold you back. Do you sense the freedom of walking in this light, where you're no longer confined by the expectations others tried to place on you? It's as if every barrier has dissolved, revealing a path shaped by your own strength and resilience. Inner strength begins sometimes, holding on to success, and inner strength begins in the most unexpected ways. Can you recall the times when it wasn't clear yet, when those around you attempted to assign you a role that suited their own agenda? Perhaps they thought they could forever define your path, casting their shadows over your light. They sought to contain you, to place limits on your potential, while benefiting from your hard work and presenting your accomplishments as their own. But now, as they witness your undeniable rise, they're confronted with a reality they failed to recognize before. Have they realized that no mask or manipulation could obscure the true depth of your potential? This is your time to walk confidently in the light that has been with you all along. As you move forward, ask yourself, how will you embrace this newfound strength, unshaken and liberated from past limits? In this new chapter, their expectations are no longer relevant, and you are free to create a path that reflects your true purpose. Once they believed they could touch the power that now lies beyond their reach, left only to watch from afar. This journey has been shaped by patience and quiet resilience, building step by step. Perhaps even you couldn't fully see where it would lead in the beginning. Day by day, you focused on fulfilling your responsibilities, simply pushing forward. But somewhere along the way, you began to sense the quiet strength within, a hidden power that had been waiting, ready to emerge when the time was right. As the days passed, you discovered just how steadfast and unyielding this inner strength truly was, carrying you far beyond the limits others had tried to impose. Have you noticed the subtle shift, that sense of reaching beyond what anyone expected, embracing this potential fully? You've moved beyond the frames others attempted to place around you. Those who once underestimated you, confining you to small roles of their making, are now left watching in awe as you surpass everything they thought possible. They created spaces they thought would keep you contained, yet you grew beyond them effortlessly. As you reached your own self-imposed limits, did you feel the boundaries dissolve, realizing how limitless your journey had become? Boundaries dissolve at that moment. It became clear that they never truly held control over you. Your inner light, once kept in their shadows, now shines freely, following a path uniquely its own. Now, as they look up to the heights you've reached, they're left to confront the mistakes they made in underestimating your potential. This journey has been one of rediscovery, of redefining yourself, embracing an inner strength that needed no validation, and finally expressing it without restraint. The old boundaries and power plays that once held sway are now powerless. Their influence fades as you step into the truth of your own path. Can you feel the shift, the release that comes from knowing that external forces no longer control your destiny? Now, you're writing your own story, unhindered by the limits others tried to impose. Those who once attempted to hold you back are now forced to confront their own fears and insecurities. Your growth has illuminated the confines of their own reality. Have you noticed how your light, once underestimated, has quietly exposed the depth of their limitations? For those who saw only shadows, regret lingers, a regret born of not recognizing the true strength and brilliance within you. This moment marks the dawn of a new chapter, one where your light shines freely, unbounded and undeniable. What story will you write next, now that you are the author of your journey? You are like a spirit, finally awakened to its own vast potential, liberated with each step forward. Every success has become a quiet reminder of how little power others truly had over you. Now all they can do is watch from a distance, witnessing a journey that defies the limits they once believed unbreakable. Psalm chapter 118 verse 23 speaks to moments like this. The Lord has done this, and it is marvelous in our eyes. What others saw as insurmountable barriers, you have crossed with a quiet resilience, not by tearing down their boundaries but by growing and expanding from within. This journey has never been about external victories alone. Rather, it has been about discovering strength through perseverance, preserving your energy, and finding grounding in life's challenges. Can you see how every trial, every small victory, has prepared you for this unshakable freedom? At this point, no one can impose limits on you again. Your freedom and success are not accidental, they are earned, the fruit of every experience that brought you to this very place. Your life has unfolded like a symphony, each note reclaiming what's rightfully yours, and every beat driving you toward a purpose only you can fulfill. Wasn't it Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11 that promised, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future"? In moments when obstacles seemed overwhelming, they were actually preparing you quietly for this victory. Every struggle, every setback, each attempt to hold you back, they have all led to this realization of a greater plan. Now, that journey lies behind you, with no need to look back. You stand firm, fully centered, unapologetic in your purpose, and free to walk forward. What will this next chapter hold, now that you walk in the light of your own strength? Every moment of resilience as you look back, it's clear that every attempt they made to control you was destined to fail from the start. While they clung to old habits and narrow perspectives, you were quietly writing your own rules, creating a path that defied their limitations. They couldn't see the leader you were becoming, nor could they comprehend that you would never be bound by the small, confined world they tried to impose. Perhaps it was always meant to be this way. Every step in this journey, every moment of resilience, leading you to this place of inner strength. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 9 reminds us, "In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their ways." Do you feel that even in moments when others tried to dictate your path, a greater plan was quietly guiding you forward? You didn't just rise, you uncovered a deep, unshakable core within yourself, a strength that no outside force can ever take away. Now, as they watch you, those who once overlooked your potential see it unfolding with each step you take. Their underestimation was only a reflection of their own limits, not yours. While they wrestle with the weight of regret, you move forward freely, needing no validation or explanation. In the end, the moment you took control of yourself, their influence slipped away, leaving you free to continue this journey unbound. Isn't there a quiet triumph in knowing that your growth now speaks louder than any words could? Psalm chapter 18 verse 32 speaks to this strength. "It is God who arms me with strength and keeps my way secure." You are secure, empowered, and ready to face whatever comes next, grounded in the truth of who you are. They once believed that time was on their side, but true strength had always been with you. Now all that remains in their hands is a shadow, a memory of the control they thought they held. The reality is that each obstacle placed along your path only fortified your resilience, shaping you into who you are today. As you move forward, they find themselves unable to keep up, held back by their own illusions, while you have found a rhythm uniquely your own. They expected you to bend, to fit into roles that suited their interests, yet they missed the profound truth: you were born for this journey. Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5, speaks to this destiny, saying, "Before I formed you in the womb I knew you. Before you were born I set you apart." Isn't it empowering to know that your purpose has always been divinely guided, beyond the reach of anyone's influence? Your rise isn't just about breaking free from their limits. It's about discovering and embracing the fire within. Each step, each experience has led you here, granting you a freedom that feels both earned and deserved. Now, as you walk a path that belongs solely to you, their influence has faded, a distant memory of a time when others tried to confine what couldn't be contained. Can you feel how liberating it is to finally hold the reins, shaping your journey with the strength that has always been yours? This new road, illuminated by your inner strength, is one where you fully control your destiny potential. This success, forged from challenges overcome, shines as the brightest chapter in your story. You've reached the end of a powerful transformation, a period of preparation that has readied you for everything to come. Romans chapter 8 verse 28 reassures us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him." Each challenge, each pressure, each attempt to hold you back, these have only added to your own strength, bringing you to this moment of purpose and clarity. Those who once tried to limit you never realized that each obstacle was strengthening your resilience. They thought they could contain your power, that you'd stay in their shadow. But with each step you came closer to your true self. Now you stand at heights they could never have imagined, heights that were part of your destiny, not just a coincidence. Isn't it remarkable to look back and see how every challenge prepared you for this very moment? Isaiah 40:31. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31 speaks to this resilience. "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles." Like the eagle, rising above storms, each attempt to hold you back has only lifted you higher. The truth behind their intentions has now been brought to light. Their attempts to halt your progress only propelled you further, unveiling the strength that lay within you. Watching from a distance, they see just how far you've come, knowing they can't catch up. They once believed they could bind you to their path, yet each step carried you closer to your own strength, a strength they could never imagine. Do you sense the beauty in having moved beyond those limits, unbound and unrestrained? The bridges they left in the past are gone, unable to be rebuilt. Perhaps they were never sincere in their efforts, seeking only to advance their own plans by keeping you close. But now, they can't no longer reach the heights you've attained. Psalm chapter 27 verse 1 reminds us, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom strength shall I fear?" With God as your guiding light, you've transcended the confines of their vision. They acted from a narrow perspective that couldn't see the depth of your strength, while you were quietly creating your own path, the hero of a story crafted by your own will. Can you feel the freedom in finally being the author of your own journey? Each step you take forward reveals a new chapter of strength, resilience, and purpose. One of purpose, one that no one else can write. Your rise stands independently, a journey shaped not solely by their influence, but by your own unwavering faith. Each step toward these heights has been more than a mere ascent. It has been a deeply personal journey, a return to your true self, to the core of who you are. You have embraced the path laid out before you, with a clarity of purpose that is undeniable, free Free from the sway of others' expectations, you now walk with a strength that radiates from within. Those who once believed they could control your destiny are now left in quiet regret, watching as you move at a pace they can't match for you. Every attempt they made to limit you only propelled you closer to your highest goals. They never could truly hold any control over you. It was always your boundless inner strength, guiding you and lifting you forward, placing you ever on a plane they cannot reach. Their efforts to influence your path only unwittingly accelerated your inner journey. Now, they are left with nothing but with the shadow of the person they once thought they could contain. Perhaps, deep down, deeply, you've known all along that this was your journey to make, that you were destined to chart your own course and rise above any mold imposed upon you by others. Have you ever felt the quiet moment triumph of finally progressing, moving forward with an awareness of this power that has carried you to this moment? As the master of your own strength, you've far surpassed the boundaries they once set, moving beyond their reach and expectations beyond. Now their past attempts are mere reminders of memories, obstacles that only made you stronger. You continue on your path with purpose, claiming what is rightfully yours, unapologetically stepping into your destiny. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and self-discipline, as stated in 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. With this divine strength as your foundation, you walk forward boldly, crafting a life path shaped by your own will alone, free from anyone's limitations. This journey isn't just about reaching a destination, it's about finding salvation in every step, even as you face the thorny paths, roads of life. As you, Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10, reassures us, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God of strength." Can you feel the freedom that comes with this assurance truth? The knowledge that assures you are never alone as you walk on this path. As you walk, move forward, overcoming each challenge with this resilience. Type salvation in the comments as an affirmation of this journey. Reflect on the strength that has brought you here to this moment, and let these words resonate deeply within you as you continue onward, unbound and empowered, moving forward, inspiring others. This journey has tied you to a greater purpose, inspiring you to push you to build your own way forward without bending to others' plans for you. With God's guidance, you've reached new horizons, far beyond the confines, limits of those who tried to restrict you. From this elevated place, you can look back down and see how far behind they've fallen below. They had the opportunity to grow alongside you, but they chose to underestimate you instead. Now, as you walk the path where your dreams are coming true to reality, they remain as mere witnesses to your ascent, watching only from afar. You're free now from the burdens, constraints of the past, moving forward with unencumbered by the strength that's truly yours. As a representative embodiment of this boundless spirit freedom, no one can stop you now as you forge ahead. You may not be here just to break others' boundaries. You're here to reach the highest peaks, heights of your own potential, on a road path uniquely yours. And now, they can only hear the distant echo of your success, while they linger in their regrets. You keep growing, and as soon as you start to enjoy your success achievements, people who were never truly there for you will suddenly appear, pretending they've been by your side all along the way. They'll act as if they were always part of everything, your journey, sharing in your victories, achievements, as if they shared in your struggles from the beginning start. But you know the truth. Were they there when you put in the effort, hard work, struggled through adversity, tough times, or searched for even the smallest flickers, glimmer of hope in the dark? Now, as they only want to bask, benefit in from the glow of your success, trying to find their way back into your life, to claim, take a part in of the acclaim, praise, pretending they've only supported you, But there's one thing you must always remember. Where were they when times were tough, hard, when you needed someone to believe in your dreams vision, or when you walked the path alone by yourself? Did they choose to stand by your side, support you then, along the path to this triumph success? They tried to control every step you took, molding you to fit their mold ideas, and now they're trying to rewrite the past, wanting to return, come back as if they've always been your allies, supported you. Don't be swayed, fooled by their newfound enthusiasm, support for you. You don't owe anyone an explanation for the strength you've earned, gained, or the journey you fought so hard to forge, build. Your success is the true fruit of your divine purpose, patience, and unwavering dedication. Every step was hard-earned, and you owe no one for this milestone achievement. Even if they try to guilt-trip you, or make you feel guilty, or convince you that they're entitled to part of your victory, the truth remains, you earned this triumph success through your own perseverance efforts alone. Your path was destined for greatness from the start, and now you know you rightfully deserve to be where you stand are. Those who once dismissed your potential have squandered, lost their chance to stand and be in the front row of your success. Even if they now act as though they were with you the whole time from the start, you know how far removed, distant they truly were. You've invested too much effort, surmounted too many hurdles, overcome obstacles to let them back into your inner circle life now. As you take your place at these heights high above, it's up to you to safeguard your energy and cement this ascent, solidify your rise. Don't give a role place in your triumph success story to those who didn't walk the path, this journey beside with you. You not only fought for this victory success, but also struggled against those who belittled, underestimated, and ignored, overlooked your potential. Now, they're relegated to watching from the sidelines. Though they may follow your journey from afar, they can never claim be part of your path legacy. You owe them no apologies, and certainly no explanations for your achievements. Divine guidance has lit your way, path illuminated, and reaching this success was your right alone. Something you proved with every determined step you took. Those who weren't there when you needed them the most now crave, want to revel, share in your glory, triumph. But this road was yours alone to build, one you constructed without needing anyone's support to guide you. Their regret now lingers, stands in the shadow of your authentic, true power. You were destined, always meant for this moment, destiny. And reaching the summit top was inevitable, your birthright, and you never needed anyone's approval to claim arrive at here. Your ascent rise isn't just a tale of triumph success story, it's a spiritual inner awakening, a fulfillment of your divine calling, purpose. You came into this world with a unique mission, a mission special, divine mission, and you didn't need anyone's endorsement, support to accomplish it. Now it's time to shield, protect your sacred, unique energy, and keep pressing forward relentlessly. They can only watch from a distance afar, as they've forfeited, lost the privilege, right to walk beside you in your journey. You've come into your own strength, and your faith has been the most unwavering, steadfast companion on this sacred journey. True success finds its deepest meaning when it's built on your own perseverance, hard work, not by the approval presence of others. Every step upward you take higher reminds you of what truly counts, matters, knowing your true self, who you are, and fulfilling the divine mission entrusted, given to you. They will not be part of this journey's legacy. They won't share in the panoramic view from the summit top, because you were chosen for this sacred path, a path that shines as a testament to reflection of your faith and unyielding determination. Life has prepared you for this very moment, juncture. Don't hesitate to claim, embrace what's rightfully yours, and don't let anyone question the authority, power you've earned through relentless effort, hard work. You've reached this pinnacle stage by overcoming every hurdle, obstacle, and trial, challenge. Those who truly believed in you were there from the outset, start, unwavering in their support. They didn't wait for your triumph success to share the road journey with you. They were willing to walk beside you through the peaks' highs and valleys' lows. They are the ones worthy of celebrating your ascent rise with you. The others, however, are destined to remain as mere echoes, memories of the past, which is where they rightfully belong. From time to time, you may feel the pull desire for approval, validation, tempted to seek affirmation, support from those who once doubted your worth or questioned your worth. But always remember, this ascent rise is about your own evolution, growth, and divine calling purpose. Those who crossed your path in the past now have no choice but to remain spectators, watch from the sidelines. Don't let them sap your vitality, scatter your energy, or hinder your progress, hold you back. This is the journey where you discovered your true self and embraced your inner strength. You have every right to walk this path with unwavering confidence, without needing to justify or explain yourself to anyone. The moment you're in now is neither a fluke, chance, nor a mere coincidence. By chance, there was a divine plan guiding every phase of your life, preparing you for this very place. Every step you took, every trial you faced, challenge, every setback, and every triumph rise, all were part of sculpting you into a person of strength. Every experience has been a deliberate part of a grand process, designed with divine purpose. You've walked this arduous path to embrace your destiny, to discover, find your true self, and with every step of the way, God was with you, guiding you. All the obstacles you faced weren't mere tests, they were lessons that forged your resilience, made you stronger. Each struggle, each hardship, every blow you endured molded you into the formidable, powerful, and resolute, determined person you are today. Every attempt to hold you back only served to purify and fortify you, making you more resilient, stronger, and more steadfast, resilient. These challenges weren't just about survival, they were about equipping you for a grander mission, a calling, greater purpose. Where you stand now is a pivotal moment and part of the divine plan, a testament to the purpose woven into every struggle behind all you endured. The path you tread, walk, shines, radiates with purpose, a sacred journey that transcends far beyond any worldly accolades or success. You were crafted with a noble calling, higher purpose, a mission unique to you, a mission no one else could fulfill, reflecting a divine blueprint design imprinted deep within your soul. Your accomplishments, achievements aren't merely personal triumphs, yours alone. They're evidence of a divine greater hand orchestrating every step you took, a testament to the divine support guiding you of something far beyond earthly. While others may have tried to drag, pull you down, or obscure to cloud your progress, they were but fleeting distractions, momentary elements within a grander divine tapestry plan. These challenges, these individuals, people, these trials, these obstacles, none of them were meant to be permanent fixtures, lasting barriers in your ascent. They existed solely only to hone your spirit shape and prepare you, serving as a crucible to refine your strengths against their backdrop. The attempts to suppress, control, or diminish your light's impact were never destined to succeed truly effective. They were transient, like passing clouds before a radiant, steady sunrise, fleeting and insubstantial. Now, those who sought to impede or derail your journey, you can do nothing but watch from afar as you continue to ascend, upheld by moving forward, sustained by a strength they could never offer, provide you. The road ahead stretches before you as one of divine exaltation, elevation, and no force, obstacle can sway you from the sacred path, destined course laid out for you. Embrace this divine power as your birthright own. Recognize it as the sacred mission you've been entrusted with in this earthly life. You were not created to shrink or doubt your own worth. You are here to inspire, influence, to radiate, shine, to leave an enduring mark, legacy on the world. Those who once tried to belittle you are now but faded memories, relics of a past that no longer holds sway over you. Your journey is propelled by the choices you make ahead, steps you take forward, not tethered by the shadows they cast left behind. This ascent rise is no mere accident. It's imbued with divine purpose, a calling purpose, carrying you toward a mission that transcends the ordinary with meaning beyond anything ordinary. Now, you hold the reins of your destiny, and nothing should deter you from claiming this hard-won victory triumph. This path was forged with your destiny in mind, not shaped by the narrow visions or constraints limits of others. Your light is meant to blaze freely, and no force can dim its radiance, obscure it. Always remember that your existence is no accident, a divine creation. Every step, every moment experience is woven into a grand tapestry, far greater plan. You're not merely surviving, you're etching your legacy, making your mark, illuminating the world with your radiant presence. You were destined, made for this purpose, and you owe no one an apology for claiming the authority, power that is rightfully yours by right. Let your light so shine before others that they may see your strength, good works, and glorify your divine Father in heaven, as stated in Matthew chapter 5 verse 16. Conclusion. As you stand in this moment, fully grounded in your strength and conviction purpose, always remember that this journey has always been yours to shape. Define. You've risen above every constraint, limitation. Every effort to suppress you hold you back, walking a path forged with courage, guided by your resilience and an indomitable, unwavering spirit. Now, with the clarity of your mission purpose and the hard-won freedom earned through every determined step, you press onward, continue forward, blazing a trail, shining a light for others on their own journeys. If this message has struck a chord, resonated with you, please consider supporting our mission work with a super thanks contribution donation. Every donation support helps us continue to deliver, share empowering messages, content, and we are deeply grateful for your generosity support. Whether you choose to donate or simply join us by engaging with this message, or simply watching, liking, or sharing it, your presence here and encouragement mean the world to us. Don't forget to like this message video, share it with those who might find inspiration in its words, need a reminder of their own inner strength, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe to join our vibrant community of faith, where we walk this sacred path together in fellowship, purpose, and unity. Faith. Share your reflections, thoughts, and experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you and connect with you. Thank you for being here, for standing with us, and may abundant blessings guide, follow you on this sacred journey. May you continue to walk with unwavering strength, boundless love, and radiant divine light, fulfilling your purpose. God's grace be with you, always bless you.